Welcome, this is Lab 5.6, closing entries in the perpetual inventory method. We have an adjusted trial balance listed below, and the accounts are listed in alphabetical order as of November the 30th, 2014. We're going to prepare closing entries for all of the accounts, and so our cost of goods sold is going to go down to 0. The income summary, so we're going to close all the temporary credit balance accounts, close the temporary debit balance accounts, close the income summary to retained earnings, and close the dividends to retained earnings. So let's start with the date, which is the 30th of the 11th month, and that of course is not the 31st of the 11th month, because there is no 31st of the 11th month. Let's try that again. So the 30th of November, all the way down. Now we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 5. Well, actually, we're not sure whether it's 3 or 4 yet. We'll deal with that. Well, as my wife says, we'll jump off that bridge when we come to it. So, first item, temporary credit balance accounts to the income summary account. Probably need a few more lines of room. So, the ones we need to do for credit accounts would be interest earned, sales. The other items would not. So we're going to debit that and debit that for 14,540 for sales and interest earned 52.20. Our I think I was a little enthusiastic. We need to put in the income summary. And that will be the total of those two. But that's all there is to that one. I think we'll need a little more room for the other one. Cost of goods sold is going to be credited for $39.40. Depreciation expense is a debit. We need to credit to get rid of it, $13.50. Interest expense is a debit. We need to credit it to get rid of it. Salaries expense, yet another. And we have a little more room required. Sales discounts is a debit. It's a contra to the sales. So sales returns and allowances also need to be removed. And of course the balancing entry is the income summary for that side. And we add them all up, 39.40, and I can't see. So let me move it up so I can see. Much more feasible to get the numbers right if you can actually see what you're typing in. At least I found that to be the case. Okay, so we have one too many. There we go. That is the second part. Now the total expenses are $26,020. The total income is $19,760. So we're actually not making any money. So in order to balance this, the income summary for this entry would actually be a net loss. So let me change that to a 4, and the income summary to balance needs to be credited by 26,020 minus 19,760. And the other half of that entry, of course, is retained earnings. And then, of course, retained earnings goes down by the amount of the dividends as well. And that amount is $16.80. Credit to dividends, debit to retained earnings, And if we quickly scan all of the ones that we haven't checked off here, missed dividends, we can see that they're all balance sheet items. We've taken care of the retained earnings, but that's not really one of the items we need to deal with here. So let's see what Lyrics thought. Lyrics agreed with our entries. We're done.